Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Out towards the flank. Salah plays it in. And it's hoisted clear. He's chosen to go back. Passes short and sharp.
Madrid are looking to break at pace.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the midfielder Ryan Gravenberch is just very cultured, Peter. Another really fine product from the famous Amsterdam production line, and just like so many of their alumni, he's shown wonderful intelligence and versatility, and of course vision whenever he's played. I think he's a tremendous all-round talent.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
He's picked his way through, and it's Tchouaméni.
Mohamed Salah. Nicely worked.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Mohamed Salah.
Howson does really well there, he is strong.
Mohamed Salah has it out wide and in space.
Chance, surely!
Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Madrid still without a single shot on target. Alexander-Arnold sends it crossfield. Mendy. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that's put paid to a promising move.
Frimpong. Now he's off and running. Ekitike. Rudiger.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he has shown him a yellow card.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's very neat. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Jones.
Threads one in.
He's had a shot!
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game.
Shot a goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. And the shot! And it's come back out to him. Oh,
split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Mohamed Salah, he is through here. Chance for a shot! It's in! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Liverpool have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Opts for safety. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, that's a key interception.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Great vision. Oh, that's a Bellingham! He scores! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Oh no, this does not look good. Looking for a runner. Good ball over the top. Mamadashvili breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he was quick to react. Jones. Now it's Wirtz. We are into overtime. And he thumps it clear. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Mohamed Salah. Can he get it through? He's through here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Salah. Now it's Isak. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Bellingham! He's delivered all right!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Well, this is... Goes for a shot! No mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
quality ball. Now that looks a decent ball. It's gone for a throw-in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5.
Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Szoboszlai crosses it in here. Courtois deals with that nice and simple. Alexander-Arnold. Neatly clipped into space.
Real chance!
Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting.
And they are pulling clear here.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Madrid grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Keeper's got good distance on that.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's in, and the shot! And yes, it's there! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Gakpo.
And the counter is on.
Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Isak.
And he's taking no chances there. And here's Gakpo.
Now there's a fine ball.
Gak shoots!
Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And they've got rid. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And he's intervened well there. Alexander-Arnold tries a deft little ball. Now it's Dani Ceballos. Always onto this. Mamardashvili claims it. Safe hands. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Szoboszlai gets across and deals with it. Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
McAllister.
And the referee brings it to a close. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing.
Terrific recovery, a really fine win. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Takes a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Cleared without complication.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's fabulous. Flings in across. Terrific!
Oh, it's come off the upright.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets it.
Mbappe! Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. Alexander-Arnold. He has found the way through. Oh, well played, well played. There's the shot!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. And this is Kante.
That's tidy.
He's in a good position here.
Harrison gets good distance on it.
So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Looking for the run. And he's taking no chances there.
Contact and the finish! In he goes again. He's got away with one there.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
And a chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
And here's Dembele.
Valverde.
Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Can he get it through? That's the keeper's ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Mbappe. Now it's Kante. Pass somewhat off target. Goes forward. Mbappe might just make this.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Shot, surely! Goal! France! And France are in front.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So the first moment of real
Chance! And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, of course it...
Oh no, what has happened here?
And he's managed to get...
Can he finish?
And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Olise. Chouameni. Mendy. Valverde.
Can he finish? He's scored! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he's well positioned here.
Oh, robust challenge.
Mendy.
And now the breakaway.
Now, can they get him away? And he plays one through. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Dembele.
Dembele,
unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
That's rather hopeful.
No, he couldn't get hold of it.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And the half-time whistle goes. Madrid come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Madrid get into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Now it's Olise. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. It's a loose ball.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
And here's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. Hernandez.
Was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Olise charging forward, the ball at his feet. Aimed beyond the defence.
Shot a goal! It's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
France choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, well played.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, that's been intercepted. Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, they can break here.
Conte. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mendy.
Vinicius Junior.
Providing an outlet on that flank.
It is a corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 23, el dorsal 5, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 7.
France are looking to go forward now.
El dorsal 4, el dorsal 15, el dorsal 6, el dorsal 11 será realizado
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Probing pass, neatly clipped into space. In comes the corner. France have their second corner now. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Good ball, good take. Tchouaméni gets it clear. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's a sharp little ball here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now let's a look and place it forward. And he plays one through. And he shoots! Caught offside that time. Rodrigo. Now he's got space here. And the shot! It's there! And they're back in front! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So,
10
time for changes on
será
both
sustituido
sides,
por
actually.
El dorsal 9.
Madrid
Cambio
go
de
into the
jugadores.
lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Colomwani cleared away. Now it's Rodrigo. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Oh, good-looking ball. And the shot's on here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Alaba. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga does well to get it back. Doué. Rodrigo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That has been cut short.
And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Nice interception, well timed.
Always onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is expertly dealt with.
He can get that clear.
And it's Timber. He is just caressing the ball. Thuram! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Osimhen really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Timber. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Good effort from distance. Timber.
Gets a good foot in there.
He has found the way through.
Oh, great feat, that.
Timber makes the interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Indica.
Foot in.
Gravenberg.
Oh, this is a very good run.
Bellingham. Bellingham with the delivery. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Dybala. Chouameni. And that has left him in a heap.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
And that's been intercepted. He's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Mbappe.
He's away!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Chance for a shot! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And here's Osimhen. It's a promising position. Branthwaite simply refused to be outdone there. And he's managed to get free. Cross to the back post. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Pass somewhat off target. Eze.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Vinicius Junior has it out wide and in space.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Thuram. De Jong, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now the ball's gone astray. Little pass back, played into space. Branthwaite deals with that comfortably. That's going to go a long way. Pedri. Bellingham. Nicely spread. Ball swung in. Cleared away. Pedri gets a foot in here. And it's Bellingham. That's a delicate pass. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Eze. And it's De Jong. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. And the half-time whistle goes. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's a
great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Kimmich is eyeing up his options in the middle. They're taking a moment to consider their options.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
De Jong. Vinicius Junior. Paris Saint-Germain look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Thuram. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, that's a key interception. Looking to play him in. Pedri. Played out to the left flank. Timber's cross. That has been knocked clear.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Lukaku, attention.
Hakimi moves short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Looking for options for movement. Vinicius Junior. Timber. And it's Gravenberch. And he's gone backward here. Tries to dink it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now, what about a counter-attack? Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away.
And the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le
We
numéro
have
5.
got changes here from
Le
both
numéro
sides, in
15.
fact.
Le numéro 9. Le numéro 20.
Timber gets it away.
Le numéro
That's
99.
exactly what they
Le
need to
numéro
keep
6.
doing.
Le
It's
numéro
Son
22.
Heung-min!
Le numéro 4.
Oh,
Changement en
fine
cours.
stop from the keeper.
Son Heung-min actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Changement.
This their second corner of the game.
And this is... And the shot!
And that was very necessary.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Pinches it off him. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Ndika cuts it out. Kimmich. Anguissa.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Rafael Leao. Knocks it into space. Rafael Leao.
That's tidy.
He's found a way through. Crosses it in. Kimmich with the clearance.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, such a clever touch.
Now that looks a decent ball. DiMarco did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Big chance! And again! Oh, taken with style! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Lukaku
At his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 38.
now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Le numéro 23.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Chouameni. Oh no, he's got that wrong.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but
It's fizzled out into nothing. And he cuts out the supply. Stood up well to him there. Played out wide.
oh, that's well spotted.
DiMarco.
Looking for the run.
And that is as far as it goes.
Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
Chers spectateurs, nous vous demanderons
Any
de
reflections
bien
on what you've seen, Jim?
pendant le
Well,
match.
Peter, I
Merci
really
de votre
couldn't see what
compréhension.
this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
Ambitious ball here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Played out to the right.
Some really good ball movement.
Mbappe shoots! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. The ball has bounced loose now.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Can he spark a counter here? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Little pass back. Knocks it into space.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's free, he has got space.
In once more. Oh, smashing header!
No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
That's an imaginative pass. That has been cut short.
That's a corner kick.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Son Heung-min clears. Opts to play it back. That's a sharp pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to play it through. Played into space out wide. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And it's De Jong.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That could spell trouble.
Chouameni. This looks promising.
Mbappe!
And a chance! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Paris Saint-Germain find a position of real strength now.
Son Heung-min is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? Mbappe is onto this. Quick look, then terrific header! Chouameni, Son Heung-min. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Great vision. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Pedri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's onside. Big chance. One-on-one. And he's heaved it away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
He has found the way through. That's going up front in a hurry. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Son Heung-min. And he's there to retrieve it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, he tries a shot! And yes, it's there! And they are right back within touch!
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Chers spectateurs, nous vous demanderons de bien vouloir rester assis pendant le match. Merci de votre compréhension.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Quality ball. Thuram receives it in a wide position. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. He won't be happy with that one. Thuram, good take in a good area. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Pedri. Shot a goal! And he's really put himself on the line here. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Distributed tidily. Hit into the lead, gets big! And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Konate cuts out the pass. Mbappe. Now this could be a chance, and that has left him in a heap. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He's found a way through.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Mbappe, he's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good spread. And it's Gravenberch. Son Heung-min. Oh, good read. He's a sharp little ball here. Kimmich. It's a good spell of possession, this. Looking tidy in possession here. Sané. Nicely spread. Now it's Sané. Looking to play him in. That's an excellent interception. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Branthwaite with the foul. And it's Kimmich. He's on it, can he get away? And the flag has stayed down.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Kimmich hurtling down that right flank. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Chance for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's made its way to him. Chouameni.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Hakimi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Branthwaite with a definite foul there. Konate, and it's Kimmich. Well, that pass isn't the best. And Gravenberch. Thuram! And that's off target. João Cancelo. Sané being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Shapes to shoot! And here's Mbappe. Mbappe is fouled. It's a quick one. Son Heung-min. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Son Heung-min finds himself offside. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Eze. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And a great chance! Danger averted for now. And here's Sané. Eze. Look at the space here. 2 minutes to be added on. And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Away home.